Welcome to another edition of Sports by Jack, the show where you get updates on sports by Jack. Right now I want to talk to you about a story that I heard earlier today when I was watching Pardon the Interruption on ESPN. They were saying Shaquille O'Neal might sign in Europe for a cool $10 million in either France or Italy. I'm not an expert on what Shaq's thinking, I'm not inside his head, but I don't think that he's going anywhere. I think he wants to still find an NBA team, and the main reason for him probably leaving the NBA would be because there is a lack of interest. I had a theory that maybe, just maybe, he would sign with Miami and take one last kick at the can to try to win another title, but obviously they've made so many signings that that's not realistic, and they chose Zydrunas Ilgauskas over Shaq, so it looks like that possibility is out of the question. Then you got to scratch your head and think about where could Shaq possibly go next. I mean, if he wants to stay in the NBA, it doesn't look like he's going to get to compete for a title because he's not going to play for the Celtics or the Lakers either. So at this point, if he's cash grabbing, he might as well go to Europe where he can market himself on top of making the money and he can be a bigger star, maybe go after some business ventures or just sell more jerseys in Europe in general, much like Stephon Marbury chose to do in China. Having said that, it would be unfortunate if Shaq left the NBA and he just toiled away in Europe for his last year of basketball. I mean, he's created such a big legacy in the NBA for all that he's done, personality-wise, as a character in the league, and obviously statistically, and with the 4 championships that he led his teams to. He was a very valuable part of all the teams that he was on. And I think it would be more appropriate if he retired in the NBA. Maybe he could go back to the Magic for one last swan song. It would be pretty cool to see him play with Dwight Howard. That'd be crazy, but I don't think it's likely. We'll see where he ends up. I hope he plays next year. And I gotta say, Shaq's one of my favorite players of all time. Feel free to leave your comments in the section below. You're watching another episode of Sports by Jack, and even if you knew that Shaq was possibly going to Europe, you still don't know jack about sports.